High, throwing the ball into the stands when he didn't like calls made by the refs.
Oh
He would
hell
get
no.
into
So this
fights.
nigga would throw a temper tantrum, bro. Could you imagine playing against this nigga and he gets called for a foul or some shit and then he just chucks the ball into the 10th row of the stand and fucking hits some innocent mama four, bro? Yo, what's up, yo? It's Tutu. Today we got sports for days. 17 again, the 25-year-old who played high school basketball. No, this is like a special vid because like I wanted to do something because like basketball related because basketball season starting up on Tuesday. I can't wait, bro. I get to watch my GOAT Steph Chef Curry play again. So yeah, I want to do like a basketball shit, some funny basketball. So this looked kind of funny, so I said fuck it. But other than that, let's go, nigga. Fuck it.
In 2018, a Texas high school basketball team had a new star player, a 17-year-old transfer student from Houston who seemed a little bit older, a little more polished, and a lot better than the competition.
Bro, imagine
Turns out that he
being a
was,
grown
because
ass
he
man
wasn't
trying to play high
17,
school
he was
basketball,
actually
bro. Like, what
25.
a fucking loser and ass you gotta
After
be,
finding a
dog.
major loophole in the system, Sidney Gilstrap Portley went undercover in Dallas and tried his hand at high school basketball for the
This
second
nigga,
time
bro.
around.
Nigga, get
Today
a
we're gonna get into
job,
the
you
story
old
of a
ass
man who was an
nigga.
adult that pretended to be a teenager, and for a while he actually pulled it off.
Do it all this
Was he
just to play
someone
high
that
school
wanted to relive
basketball
his
with
high
little
school
boys.
glory days? How did nobody notice? And did he take his hoop dreams too far with a plan that sounds like it's straight out of a movie?
This nigga, bro. Yeah, this is actually funny, bro. I can't imagine being a grown ass man playing high school basketball, bro.
Now I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when I first seen the story, right? I was like,
I don't know how I
sound
never
like
heard of
somebody-
this shit, bro.
Mama, everybody said that.
One of the coaches they played him said that he was unstoppable.
One of the coaches played him.
Said that.
One of the coaches they played him said that he was unstoppable out on the court. It sounds like the plot of a movie. In fact, I think it was one back in the 90s.
He gamed the system since August at not one, but 3 different schools.
Today, how
Yo,
a
this nigga,
25-year-old
bro.
man enroll in Dallas ISD as a student.
Grown ass man, nigga, reliving his glory days, yo.
To even say that.
They feel like stupid that they didn't realize it.
Was he trying to get an education or, I mean, I don't know. 25. We old.
Sidney Bouvier Gilstrap Portley was
Yeah.
born on November 16th,
I can tell you did something like this, bro.
in Dallas, Texas.
With that
to his
name,
parents,
nigga.
Angela and
When you,
Sidney
bro,
Sue.
when you're a dude and got like a girl name like that, bro, you know, you always don't fuck with that nigga, bro, cause that nigga always got some crazy ass problems going on, bro. All the dudes named like Kennedy and shit, or fucking what else? What's another fucking? What's that one nigga on the Packers, bro? McKinley and shit, bro. Yeah, no, those types of niggas, bro. Like, nah.
His father
Those
was
are them
incarcerated
crazy
at the
type
time
of
of his
niggas,
birth,
bro.
so he, his mother, and his grandmother moved around for a few months before they settled into the 6-4 Ferguson Projects in East Dallas, which is an area well known for his gangs and his drug dealing.
And we out here all day, every day, snapping in. Every day, I ain't gonna lie, I got my bank account too.
The drug dealing would hit close to home for him when his father, while he was around, would actually make Sidney help him sell marijuana.
Wait, what?
When his father, while he was around, would actually make Sidney help him sell marijuana.
Hey,
He excelled in all sports, but his early love for LeBron James made him gravitate towards basketball at the age of 11.
you should have started loving
He
Steph,
showed early
bro.
promise, with people in
I
the
guarantee if he was a Steph fan, not a LeBron fan, bro, he wouldn't have done this dumb shit, bro. Cause Steph fans don't do stupid shit like this, bro. Dead ass. But you only see this shit out of LeBron fans. This is why Steph's the GOAT, bro. Dead ass. This shit right here solidifies Steph's the GOAT because you would never see one of Steph's fans doing some bullshit like this, bro. Dead
comparing him
ass.
to Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, and Josh Smith. When it was time for high school, his father saw his talent and convinced Sidney to move in with him in Plano, Texas, so he can attend Plano Vines High School. His father thought that getting him away from his rough environment in Ferguson would be good for him, plus he thought that he would be able to dominate all the suburban kids there in basketball. His time in Plano didn't last long, however,
This
because his
dude, bro,
father
I
would
told
end up
you.
being arrested again, which led to him moving back with his mother
Oh.
and transferring to North Mesquite High School back in Dallas.
I still told
where
you,
he
it's
would
some
play
niggas
junior
with the
varsity
girl
basketball
names,
as a
bro.
freshman. Sidney's immaturity would get the best of him at North Mesquite High, throwing the ball into the stands when he didn't like calls made by the refs.
Oh,
He would
hell
get
no.
into fights.
So this nigga would throw a temper tantrum, bro. Could you imagine playing against this nigga and he gets called for a foul or some shit and then he just chucks the ball into the 10th row of the stand and fucking hits some innocent mama four, bro?
drunk to a game and impregnated his girlfriend.
What is wrong with
He
this
showed up
nigga?
throwing the ball into the stands when he didn't like calls made by the refs. He would get into fights. He showed up drunk to a game and impregnated his girlfriend.
All as a freshman,
On
by
top
the
of
way.
all of that, he had a reputation for being a selfish player that had more of a playground style of basketball. The final straw came his senior season in a game where he got into a shouting match with a fan in the stands, which led to his coach kicking him off the team before the playoffs began. He would graduate from North Mesquite High in 2011, but he still wanted to chase his basketball dreams.
Sydney, Bodier, Gilstrap, Portland.
For the next few years, he would try to do things the right way, bouncing around for a few different college teams and semi-pro teams.
Yeah, you could have easily just got in the gym.
I played at Eastfield. I played at DCC. I played at Sagood. I was at trying.
Yeah, you should have just accepted the fact that you was ass and just retired, bro. That's what I would have done. I've been accepted I'm ass at football, bro. You would never catch me going back to high school and play. Like, cause if I went back to high school trying to play football, nigga, I would be ass. But the kids in high school would be better than me. But I could be a grown ass man. And them niggas will fuck my shit up. But I'm telling you,
bro.
bro.
I played for 3 semi-pro teams. Same results. Like, yeah, that shit ain't working out.
He would seemingly give up on his basketball dreams and enter the workforce to support himself and his son, who was born in 2014, but he would still play basketball at the local rec centers, where the high school kids there would ask him if he could help them with their game. One of the kids would ask Sydney, who was years removed from high school, if he would join his AAU team, the Texas Elite Ballers, as a player. AAU is for kids that are 18 and under, but if you guys know about AAU, it's lawless over there.
AAU doesn't fucking matter anymore, bro. Dead ass.
Want their money.
Like, look at that little ass number 8 dude. You tell me he got invited over everybody else in the country and stuff?
But one of his teammates clearly had fun with Sydney because he suggested that it would be fun if they played together on the Skyline High School team. Sydney brushed the statement off in the moment, but whoever this kid was planted a seed in Sydney's mind that would change his life.
This nigga. This nigga, bro. If I hear some weird shit in this story that he was trying to go after one of the students too, bro. Oh, bro, please no.
It made him realize 2 things. One,
I just realized
he still
that.
had the talent to succeed in basketball.
No, you don't,
and
bro.
2, that he could actually pass as a high schooler.
If you had talent, you would have been overseas or in college or some shit, bro.
Playing some high school games, he would be able to get some game film and show it to some professional teams overseas, and hopefully have a pro basketball career.
This dude's playing is the dress up grown man, by the way, is to dress up as a high schooler so he can get some film so coaches overseas can see him. What else when they do a background check and check for your all your stuff and shit, bro, and realize that you're 25, bro.
He called around to some
and realize you were only good because you're playing against 17 and 18, 16, 17, 18 year olds, bro.
A major loophole.
Hurricane Harvey is ripping into the Gulf Coast. Residents of Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana now bracing for the worst.
An historic flood disaster in southeast Texas is likely to continue for days or even weeks. The news is not good there this morning. Rescue crews worked all night long in Houston, pulling stranded people out of vehicles and homes.
Most of America's 4th largest city is now underwater. Radar shows no end to the rain.
What this got to do with the nigga playing basketball, bro? That is.
As a Category 4 hurricane.
Let's go, bro.
48 hours ago.
The summer of 2017 saw the most active American hurricane season ever, and started to reach its peak on August 17th when Hurricane Harvey began to form. It started in the Caribbean.
Bro, I remember that. I remember when this shit was going on, bro, and the Rockets announcer asked Draymond some dumbass question, and Draymond got all pissed at him and shit, but that shit was hilarious, bro.
It made its way northwest and became much stronger as it approached the United States. By August 26, it turned into a full-blown Category 4 hurricane with maximum wind speeds of 130 miles per hour, and it would hit the southern part of Texas that morning, reaching cities like Austin and Houston. These areas saw record-breaking amounts of rainfall and caused $51 billion of damage to Texas alone, making this the most expensive storm in state history.
Hurricane or city or nothing like that, bro.
103 people lost their lives due to the storm,
in peace,
and
bro.
336,000 people were left without electricity.
Hey, rest in peace.
Over 40,000 people
I
lost
hope all
their
them
homes.
people that lost their houses and shit, bro,
Of the
they
people that
all
became
doing well
homeless,
now.
Nearly 24,000 of them were students.
Damn.
The McKinney-Vento Act is a federal act that says every school district must enroll homeless students even without important documents such as proof of residency and transcripts.
So that's how that nigga got in, bro. Holy shit. Yo, you are a crazy ass nigga, bro. You took advantage of a fucking school after going through that. Hey, you got it, bro. You're dead ass. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. If it's that bad and that important to you, yeah, you got it, bro. Dead ass.
This act
You,
became
you better be dominating too, bro. You better be like if you're gonna do all this, bro. The bare minimum, you better be at least averaging at least 30, bro. You can't do all this just to average just solid 15, 16. Now you gotta average at least 30, 35, bro.
after Hurricane Harvey because of how many students became homeless, which brings us back to Sidney Gilstrap. When Sidney began calling around to see how he can get back into high school, he found out that he's not going to need any documentation at all as long as he tells them he's a hurricane refugee. As bad as the hurricane was, Dallas was unaffected by it, so Sidney realized that he could enroll in a Dallas school and just tell them that he was from Houston and lost his home to Hurricane Harvey.
And they couldn't, and they can't check.
Rashawn, and his grandmother's last name, Richardson, and here, Rashawn Sidney Richardson was born.
And they couldn't check his fucking birth certificate,
On August
nothing
30th,
like that.
2017, a 24-year-old Sidney would enroll in Skyline High School in Dallas as 17-year-old Rashawn Richardson. Skyline had 4,700 students, so it was easy for him to blend in, but it meant more competition for him to get minutes during basketball season.
Bro, if you're 25 and you have the competition to get minutes, bro. If you're 25, nigga, and you don't make the team, and you're not the obviously the best player out there, bro, come on, you
October
better.
26th, he transferred to Richardson High School. One day later, on October 27th, he changed his mind and showed up at Hillcrest High School and began to fill out paperwork.
You better be
Since he
too
had no
suspicious, bro.
He had to enroll as a freshman, and here's where he would choose to get a shot at playing high school basketball again. It didn't take long for him to make a name for himself on the basketball court.
You're 25.
He reportedly amazed everybody at the very first team practice with his driving skills and his ability to shoot the ball.
It's a grown man, but I'd hope.
He would keep a low
grown
profile
man playing
in
against
school,
kids.
barely ever going, and when he was there, he would mostly have his headphones on all day so he wouldn't blow his cover.
So what did you do when you went to school, bro? Did you actually go to class and shit and just didn't pay attention and just bullshitted, bro?
Once the season started, however, it became impossible for him to hide. So by this point, I know everybody has the same question. Was he cooking or not?
I'm saying, but he better have been nice.
Honest, I did some digging, and they scraped a lot of his stats off
Better
the
have
internet.
been nice.
Almost everything. But the key word here is almost. I found enough to paint a picture.
Better have been nice, nigga.
He took it easy in his first couple games. In his first game, he would score 19 in a loss to Wilmer Hutchins. Then in the next game, he would score 13 of his team's total 24 points in a loss to Skyline.
Your team
which was his original
sucks.
school choice, if you remember.
13 out of 24 in a basketball game?
Which was his original
No,
school
actually,
choice.
scratch that. I got a story for y'all, bro. Freshman year, high school, right after my football season ended, it, bro. So I'm trying to stay in shape for football and shit. So I go out there. My dad, talks to the coach and shit. Got me in the basketball team and shit. Nigga, my first ever game, we played against Corona Centennial, nigga. Guess who? No, I'm on the freshman team. Their varsity team had fucking Jared McCain on it, nigga. And their varsity team beat the hell out of our varsity team. It was like 100-20 or some shit. McCain hitting the gritty and everything. Our team manager got fired for taking a picture with him after the game and shit. But yeah, that day, bro, their freshman team beat us. It was like 65-10 or some shit, bro. It was bad. We got our asses kicked. But hey, I stepped on the same court as Jared McCain, bro. So who could say that, really, bro?
If you remember. After these two games, Hillcrest would be scheduled for a weekend road trip to the Louisiana Hardwood Classic tournament, where they would play against the #1 team in the nation, Southwest Christian Academy, out of Little Rock. Here's where things would change.
Yo, where's this dude's old school? How does nobody recognize this nigga, bro? You're telling me not one person that went there, like, you tell me one person you went to high school with didn't have a little brother playing high school basketball, nothing like that, and didn't notice him or anything, bro?
To the team manager, this is a game where Hillcrest changed their offense from their pass-heavy Princeton offense to a new give the ball to Rashawn offense.
There you go.
He would score 40 points in 3 quarters in an upset victory, and now Sidney, who just turned 25, is now the man at Hillcrest High School.
I mean, you should be, bro.
I dropped 40 in 3 quarters on the #1 team in the nation. That's true though.
You were a grown man, nigga. You cannot be
40
braggy.
in 3 quarters. I didn't even get to play the 4th quarter. The coach after the game shook my hand. He was like, "Damn, you trying to go for 60 on me?"
Grown man, bro. You cannot be bragging.
Like this.
The following games, he would score 27 points versus Samuel High, 39 points versus Spruce, and 28 points versus Kimball, all in wins. he was absolutely dominating.
At least he was nice with it, bro.
Hillcrest would lose in the first round of the playoffs to Seagerville, and Rashawn would only score 17 points, and the team finished the year with a record of 11-10. But his play earned him the District 11-5A Offensive Player of the Year award. According to him, his final averages were outrageous.
The numbers you're putting up are crazy. What's the numbers that you're putting up around this time?
Like 35 points,
Okay,
15
like I said, bro.
rebounds, and 9 assists, some shit like that.
Should be doing that.
After the playoffs, he completely stopped showing up to class. He never went back to Hillcrest. He didn't even show up to get his Offensive Player of the Year award. Now, the season is over and Sidney's mission was accomplished. He came, he had a great season. Now, he can take his game film and send it to some overseas teams and hopefully make a way for himself. His master plan appeared to be successful until May 2018, when everything would unravel for Sidney.
Did he get arrested for this shit, bro?
The new guard playing for the Hillcrest High basketball team in Dallas this past season turned a lot of heads. He would sometimes drop 30 or more points in a game. Turns out he really was a man among boys. Tony DeCopel has the score.
It was a year to remember.
Grown ass man, bro.
His basketball team
This
to the
is
playoffs.
embarrassing, Doug, bro. You got a son and shit, nigga. Oh my god, bro. Hey, I know that stuff. I know that season was fun as hell, though, bro. But come on, nigga.
And earning the District Offensive Player of the Year award. There was just one problem. Authorities say the supposedly 17-year-old Richardson was actually this man, 25-year-old Sidney Gilstrap Portley, looking for a second taste of athletic glory.
On May 11th, 2018, at 11:52 p.m.,
He was a
Sidney was at his girlfriend's
super
apartment
senior,
in Mesquite
bro.
When over 10 cops showed up at the door, and he was arrested and charged with tampering with his girlfriend's apartment in Mesquite. When over 10 cops showed up at the door, and he was arrested and charged with tampering with government records, which is a felony. It was then revealed that 17-year-old Rashawn Richardson was actually 25-year-old Sidney Gilstrap Portley. By the time he bonded out a few days later, his name was getting national attention. Pretty much every major media outlet covered the story. He was even labeled Donkey of the Day by Power 105's Charlamagne the God. According to
he's
reports,
an idiot, bro.
the coach at North
Bro,
Mesquite
man.
High School, which was his original high school, recognized him at a tournament.
Yeah, I was about to
and
say.
awarded the Dallas Independent School District.
I was about to say, how did nobody notice him, bruh?
According to reports, a coach at North Mesquite High School, which was his original high school, recognized him at a tournament and alerted the Dallas Independent School District, and that's where things started to fall apart.
Not even, no, I said it.
Until a former coach
I said,
at
how did
Mesquite
nobody
High
notice
School
this shit?
recognized him as a former player of theirs.
Sidney, however, has another theory on who might have blown his cover.
They had it in the paper that your old coach from North Mesquite recognized you, and that's how everything got tipped off.
Yeah.
Is that true?
He wasn't even in no games, but I'm thinking this ref was at the games, and his son used to go to North Mesquite with me, and he called me to the score table, and he was like, what's your name? And I told him the name that I made up, which is Rashawn Richardson.
Yeah.
And he was like, you look familiar. I was like, nah, I'm up here from Houston or whatever. And he was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I came up here with my brother or whatever. And he talked to me for about 20-25 minutes, so it could have been him. And then there was another that was in my class that went to West Mesquite. He was actually at a game at the South Oak Cliff game, and he kept looking at me, so I kind of already knew.
Now,
Dumbass,
I don't know who
bro.
that ref is, but he definitely said something. Maybe he wasn't the first, or he wasn't the only one to say something, but he definitely alerted authorities. Because imagine you tell somebody, hey, my name's Rashawn, I'm from Houston, and their response is, are you sure? Like, what do you mean, am I sure? So I'm with Sidney. I think the ref's the one that told everybody. But honestly, I'm surprised he even got away with it as long as he did.
Bro.
According to Sidney, he was well known in the city of Dallas.
So were you surprised you was able to get away with this for so long?
Hell yeah, like everybody know me, like a lot of people know me.
Not only that, but he was also pursuing a rap career, and his rap name was Sin Boo, which is short for his first and middle name, Sidney Bouvier.
Bro, what is
His
up with this
PlayStation
nigga,
username,
bro?
Which he used to play 2K and Fortnite.
Nigga, give it up, bro. Just get a normal job and live a normal life. You ain't a hooper. You can't hoop. You can't rap. You can't do shit. Get a fucking job, old ass nigga.
His teammates was Sidney Gilstrap. He had his initials SG tattooed on his calves, which people just assumed stood for shooting guard. He was really hiding in plain sight. Some students did note that he did look a little older, but they thought nothing of it.
He look older, but when you first see someone, you don't question them.
The team manager even mentioned that on his Instagram, he took pictures like her uncle. One of the forwards on the basketball team, Avi Ahmed, who claimed to be the strongest player on the team, said that when they played against each other and when Sydney would drive to the basket, that he had never felt that kind of strength before. He also pointed out how deep Sydney's voice was.
He talks like that. His voice deep as like, yeah.
Bro, there was this one dude in my school, bro. He transferred in second semester, bro. That dude said he was 17. I was like, nigga. This dude looked like he was about 24, bro. Beard, mustache. He probably was an old ass nigga too, because bro, I only seen him like, I saw him like the first 2 weeks of school, and then I didn't see him for like a month or two, and then he came back, and then I genuinely don't know how the fuck it happened, bro. But that nigga, that was a grown ass man. But I literally told him, I was like, nigga, I asked him, I was like, how old are you, bro? He's like, I'm 17. I'm like, nigga, we not the same age, bro. This nigga had a, I'm telling you, but this nigga looked like someone's uncle or some shit, bro.
How he was able to get away with this for so long, you're not alone. But then again, when you're in high school, you're not expecting a grown man to go undercover as one of your classmates. Plus, everybody had people in their school that looked way older than everybody else. And if you look at Sydney, he doesn't really look that old at all.
Yeah, he looks like he's like 20.
He was having these spectacular games,
Look
but
a
if you
little
look at
older,
these crowds, these games were pretty empty, which helped him stay under the radar. I'm just confused as to why he chose a school in Dallas, the city that he was born and raised
but he
in.
should have went to Houston or some shit.
Dallas is the 9th biggest city in America, so maybe he thought he would blend in, but there's no way he thought that nobody was ever gonna notice him. When the news broke, there were people who thought of Sydney as weird, but a lot of people were calling him brave too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that most athletes have wondered how dominant they would be if they went back to high school sports.
Oh God, put LeBron back in high school, bro. He's averaging 190.
Would ever go through the process and actually do it. If you suited up to play high school basketball, how much would you average right now? Comment.
I'd average a smooth 0 points. Smooth 0 points. A smooth like 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 16 claps, 15 dap ups, 11 good shits, and yeah. I'd be doing my thing, bro. I'd fucking 10 towels thrown, nigga. Yeah, I'll be doing my thing, bro.
Down below. This actually isn't the first time that something like this happened. Just 2 years before this, in April 2016, 17-year-old Jonathan Nicola, who was a star of Catholic Central High School team in Ontario, Canada,
look like a grown ass man. You look like you're 40, bro.
He was allegedly a 30-year-old man from South Sudan.
You look like you're fucking 40, nigga. You thought you were gonna get away with this shit? You look like you could be somebody's dad, nigga. You look like the fucking coach. No. You thought your big black ass was gonna get away with this, nigga? No, hell no. 17, nigga. 17 where, nigga? 17 years out of fucking jail, nigga. That's where the fuck you 17 at, nigga. My ass, you 17, bro. No. At least the other one was like, you could see it. He only looked like he was like 20, 21. He just had like a little beard and shit. And this nigga looked old as shit, bro.
In 2010, also in Texas, 22-year-old
Curtis
Montnemir was arrested after enrolling at Permian High School in Odessa, Texas, as a 16-year-old freshman by the name of Jerry Joseph.
For more than a year, he successfully convinced school officials,
more than
students,
a year. You do not look
even
16.
law enforcement that he was 16-year-old Jerry Joseph.
He did not look 16.
I couldn't imagine not playing basketball right now.
He flew under the radar
like
in plain sight as a
I
basketball
don't know how
star,
this one.
even being
The first
featured
one
in
is
a news
understandable
story
how he
after
flew
the
under the radar because
devastating
he
earthquake.
looked younger
His
and shit. But
coach,
these niggas look
Danny
old as
Wright,
hell.
had sympathy and took him into his own home.
In January 2023, 22-year-old Arlisha Boykins, who was an assistant coach on the Churchland Girls Junior Varsity basketball team in Portsmouth, Virginia, actually impersonated a real 13-year-old student who was just out of town for one game.
This is it's the most ghetto shit I've seen in my life, bro. So your player went out of town for the week for the game and shit. So you decided to put on their jersey and put on a wig and thought it was gonna work. Them niggas, bro. Do niggas even fucking think, bro? No, fuck all that. What I want to see, bro, I want to see a fucking Juwanna Man type of story, bro. I want to see a nigga put on a wig and start and go to the women's league and shit, bro.
We're back with a high school basketball coach now finding herself in the hot seat.
Can you believe this? She allegedly posed as a student athlete, played in a game alongside the other teenagers.
What?
I know.
Scandal on the court in Virginia in this junior varsity girls basketball game.
It's a JV game too. It's not even a varsity game. So who the fuck cares?
Number one with the slick moves, scoring baskets, and high-fiving other players was actually no player at all. She's Arlisha Boykins, a member of the Churchland Truckers coaching staff. Boykins suiting up and playing as if she were a student in a weekend game against the Nansemond River Warriors last month. The district says Arlisha Boykins is no longer an employee. Her last day of work was January 25th. The head coach for the junior varsity team was also fired.
Good,
now,
bro.
This next one has never been officially verified, but there was strong allegations that former NBA player Thon Maker was lying about his age as well.
You know, wasn't he like 30 when he was 25 or something?
And the questions about whether you're 19 or how old you are. What is your response to some of these allegations?
I didn't have a response for it because I know it's not true. And if it were true, it would have made me angry. I know it's not true. And obviously, that's why.
Is this the dude that had? Oh no, that's Tony Snell.
That's why it didn't get to me.
So how old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah.
He
Not
allegedly
away.
graduated from Aranmore Catholic College in Perth, Australia, in the class of 2010 as an 18-year-old. Then he came to America in 2012 and enrolled as a freshman at Carlisle School in Martinsville, Virginia, where he became a star. If the rumors are true, then Thon was a 20-year-old freshman who already graduated high school in another country. No charges were ever filed and no arrests were ever made, and this is officially still just a rumor.
20-year, damn.
Now, out of all these stories, none of the impersonators have ever spoken about these situations since they came about. But Sidney, on the other hand, a few weeks after bonding out from his May arrest, began to do interviews with major Dallas YouTube channels, Real Life Productions,
Dude,
and St.
bragging
Cheese TV.
about it, bro.
He wanted to use this viral moment to promote his music career and maybe even monetize
Imagine being a grown man playing against
Both
kids
interviews,
and
he would
bragging
ask
about
what
how
he was trying
good
to
you were and
accomplish,
shit, bro.
Which he would tell them that he was basically just trying to find a way out.
What is your angle, fam? I was gonna probably hoop this whole season, get some film, and then go overseas by this summer. Like, I wasn't about to stay at the all 4 years.
So what exactly were you after?
To either get some film and take my overseas to make some money and take care of the people. That's all it
Nigga,
was.
that is crazy.
This alone made people almost admire what he did. They saw that he had a charming personality and saw that he was taking accountability for what he did, and the story had everybody
Okay.
hooked.
At least he's real about it, nigga. At least, you know, shit, he wanted film. He wanted to go overseas, nigga. At least he's not afraid to admit he was ass and couldn't go overseas without it, you know.
Producers from This American Life and from ESPN flew down to meet with him and possibly make some kind of documentary about his story, and Sidney had hopes of a movie deal. One detail that was reported during his arrest couldn't seem to go
Now,
away,
low-key, a movie would be
and what started out
tough.
as a rumor ended up at the forefront, and things would take a dark turn.
Wait, what happened?
Deal. One detail that was reported during his arrest couldn't seem to go away though, and what started out as a rumor.
No way, I was
ended up at the
right.
forefront.
No way, I was fucking right. No. This shit always happens. I said it. I said, don't let me. I told you. I said it. I said it. Don't let me see that this nigga was gonna get a student, bro. Don't. No. If that's the next thing that pop, if that's what he's about to say, bro, I'm turning the video. I'm walking the fuck out. I'm turning the. No. Fuck no. Please. No. Come on, bro. I'm always right about these things. I swear to God. Bro, I'm always right at predicting these. Please, no.
And things would take a dark turn.
No.
When Sidney was first arrested, it was also reported that while he was at Hillcrest High School, he was in a relationship with a 14-year-old girl.
Why am I always fucking right, bro? Deadass. Nigga. Oh, I'm telling you, bro. I fucking called it, nigga. I'm a fucking genius, yo. Nigga. I fucking called it. I don't know if I called it. I called it.
He
Y'all
initially
saw
denied that
Y'all
it
saw
ever
Clip that
happened.
shit. Y'all saw that. I told you. I fucking told you. I fucking
Relationship with a 14-year-old girl. He initially denied that it ever happened.
One of the controversial things in the article is that you was dating a 14-year-old.
Never. Come on now, I got a whole baby mama at home.
Okay, yeah. So we need to kill media.
Yeah, go ahead and kill
Y'all need to go ahead and kill that.
Yeah, because it did have you looking crazy.
Weeks later, however, on July 3rd, 2018, he
No.
was arrested on charges of indecency with a minor.
fucking sick ass nigga, bro. I fucking called it, yo. Why? I don't know, but I'm always. I promise you, bro. Every single time I watch a video, bro, I always be calling this bullshit out, bro. Like before it starts, bro. Like there was this one video, I was like, it was like, yeah, he did some terrible, very terrible things. I was like, he better not be a pedophile. He ended up being a fucking pedophile, nigga. In this video, bro, I said he better not have got with a fucking student. He was with a fucking student,
Year-old
nigga.
man
Like,
accused of posing as a high
Can't,
school
bro, you
student
can't.
in
I
Dallas
fucking
just
can't,
so he could
nigga.
play on the basketball team. Sydney Gilstrap Portley is being charged with indecency of a child because police believe he dated a 14-year-old girl while pretending to be a student.
The girl and her mother told police that she and Sydney had dated for a brief period while he was at Hillcrest. The girl, who believed that he was 17, told police that they kissed and texted, but nothing further
he was
occurred,
17. Even if you lied about your age, say he was 17, nigga. Come on, bro.
and
What
there was
you?
no sexual contact.
What's up
While
with
we
you,
won't ever
nigga?
be fully sure of what happened between the two, the mother of the girl did reveal that she had texted Sydney to better know who her daughter was dealing with, and she provided those text messages to news outlets.
I would like to meet you as well so that you can feel at least a little comfortable with her being around me. That's why I had her home before 8:45, so you won't think nothing extra going on.
This new charge ruined all chances of this being a feel-good story. One would have to think, if the plan was just to get some game film,
No, the
why
fuck
do
it
all the extra
wasn't.
stuff?
Fuck my ass. The plan was to get game film, nigga. The plan was so you could scout out little girls, weird ass nigga. That was the plan the whole time it came out.
To the tampering and indecency charges and avoided jail time, being sentenced to. He would plead
How?
guilty to tampering and indecency charges and avoided jail time, being sentenced to 6 years of probation. The production companies that were interested in his story subtly wanted nothing to do with him, and if you look at his interviews, he's all smiles, and that's because now he has national attention, which he says is going to be his way to provide for his family. Whether a movie comes from this or if it boosts his rap career.
Get a fucking job, nigga. Work like a normal fucking nigga. Work.
His willingness to do whatever it takes and make a way for himself is bold, but this stunt could be considered as selfish, just like his early high school
Get
coach
a
said about him.
fucking job.
It affected a lot of people in the process.
Job. J-O-B,
The girl he dated was
nigga.
so embarrassed that she had to transfer schools, and her family also sued the
Nigga, I'm fucking hilarious, nigga. Oh shit. Word of the day is job.
Dallas Independent School
Fucking
Department
Friday.
for
That's the
negligence.
go, bro. RP John with the
The
school,
Hillcrest
nigga.
basketball team had to forfeit every game that Sydney played in that year. The school district made their
Oh,
laws on
yeah.
accepting homeless students much stricter, which will only affect students that are actually homeless. The narrative around Sydney is that he was trying to relive his high school glory days, but according to him, he never had any glory days. He averaged 7.7.
So you was
points a
ass?
game
I
in his
told
first-
you. Nigga, I told this shit. Oh, this shit. I said this nigga was fucking ass when he played and it wasn't good enough to get any offers and go overseas. That's why he had to come back. And then I said, watch him be a fucking pedophile. I got it, bro. I genuinely, I'm like that.
At a glance, it looks like maybe he just wasn't good, but it was his attitude problems that held him back. According to everybody, the talent was always there. His one chance he got to shine at North Mesquite, he scored 22 points off the bench and was kicked off the team shortly after. Him going back to Hillcrest to have another crack at high school was a risky move, and he ended up paying the price. These days, Sydney is on YouTube giving motivational talks, and he's still pursuing his
This
rap
nigga
career.
still don't got a job, bro. Dead ass, yo. This nigga, bro.
With all this,
What
he'll
is
always be
this
remembered
nigga?
as the man who went undercover and dominated high school basketball.
This nigga. Hey, bro, that was a good vid. I'll leave. I'll leave the channel down below and shit, bro. Nigga. Hey, moral of the story, bro. If it don't work out the first time, if it doesn't, if not even that, if it's consistently not working out, nigga, get a fucking job, alright? Now I'm just playing chase your dreams type shit. Don't chase your dreams like this, nigga, though. Chase your dreams like a normal ass nigga and do it legally, bro. And don't fucking talk to minors and shit. And don't go back to high school when you're a grown ass man. Yeah. Other than that, make sure you remember hard work pays off. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.